Lions fans. That's all right.
No, it's not, Sheila.
It's not.
You are listening to Play Through the Whistle. Today is October the 11th, 2022. I'm Wes, and that's Gary. So, Patriots shut out the Lions 29-0 in what we can all agree was a very horrible, putrid, awful performance versus a third-string quarterback.
They got Dan Campbell. He's no longer MCDC. He is just Dan. Dan got hoodied and zappied in the same game. Got dominated by a third-string quarterback. Belichick basically does what he does. He took away everything Detroit does well offensively, and that basically was dominating the offensive line that had been so good.
The worst part about this loss is how bad the offensive line played. I mean, the other stuff you expect. I expected defense not to be great, even though they kind of were all right.
They were
still
okay.
Not NFL winning quality, but better than what they've been. And the fact that the offense came out and just
they got out physical.
0 for 6 on fourth down. What is Dan doing? The 4th and 9? Kick the field goal. What are you doing? Honestly, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with Dan Campbell. I'm over it. I'm over the high school football coach because that's what he's like. It's like I'm watching that All-American show on CW. I'm over the nonsense. I'm over the eating kneecaps. I'm done with it all. Like, I'm just done with it. Can we just finally, for once in the history of the Lions, be normal? Be a normal franchise. Do normal things. Hire normal people. Like, we got the rocket scientist. You know, they paid the rocket scientist to beat us on Sunday. He's still collecting a check from the Lions, laughing as the Patriots beat us. It's so... The Lions just can't get out of their own way. They are the laughingstock of the NFL. Their fans are like... They hurt your head when they come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. It's a rebuild. We're still working. No. Other teams that are in rebuilds win games still. I see the Jags. They're winning games. Look at the Jets. Look at Milf Hunter. He's out there balling. Like, these guys, they're winning games. They're not beating bad teams. They're beating decent teams, too. It's the Giants. Look at the Giants. Danny Dimes might be kind of earning the nickname. I mean, he's still Danny Nichols to me, but whatever. I can't do it anymore with the Lions. It's so painful to be a fan of this franchise. It was so SOL for them to be paying Matt Patricia to beat them. That's so fucking on-brand Detroit Lions. The Pats scored 1 offensive touchdown. 1. And we got goose-egged. I can't.
I thought we got like flat out dominated. That we couldn't do anything. Then I kind of looked over the box score a little bit. We each had, I think New England had 4 trips to the red zone. We had 3.
Kick field goals and the game's different. You don't go for it on 4th and 9, Dan. What are you doing? It's a 49-yard field goal. I looked it up this weekend. Do you want to know how many field goals were made from 49 yards or more? 13, Dan. Why are we not kicking it? If you don't trust the kicker, why are you bringing him in? It's so fucking ridiculous. 13 field goals from 49 yards or more this weekend. We should have been one of them. It's 6-0, not 46-0. Why are you going for it on 4th and 9? I just don't get it. Why? Why are we fans of this team? I don't understand. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done. It's so frustrating.
Keep going.
If you're gonna bring in a kicker, bring in a good kicker. Or if you're not, why bring them in? If you're not gonna use them, don't bring them in. What's the point? Just to say you have a kicker on the roster? Like,
to kick extra points.
Honestly, man. I'll do it. Give me the job. Give me 2 weeks to practice. I'll kick for a weekly supply at Chipotle and a case of Coors Banquet. Let's do it. I'm done. I don't care. I'm so over the Lions.
Okay, Jen.
Fuck. Not punting in the Vikings game and kicking the field goal. Just so many coaching things he doesn't do right. Poor man. Timeout usage. What are you calling timeouts so you can try and score points at the end so you don't get goose egg? Get the fuck out of here, Dan. I'm so done. Like, come on. God, it's so frustrating to be a Lions fan. Ah. All right.
Like I said, I thought we were dominated, but total yards was 3. It was a bad football game to watch. It was actually hard to watch. Zappe goes out there and goes 17 for 21. Throws one pick, a touchdown, 188 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, whoever the hell he is, just rambling for yardage against that defense, running right at Aiden Hutchinson all game long. Hutch, another disappearing act.
Like, where are you?
2 tackles.
Number 2 pick.
Hey,
come on.
They tried to block him with the tight end, and he got some pressure, and then made Bailey Zappi look like Lamar Jackson.
But it's just Sparties who don't like him. They want him to fail. No, I don't. I want him to do well so we can have a decent fucking NFL team in this town for once.
I did a comparison of 2 edge rushers. One's Hutch, and one's somebody else.
One's somebody else.
Through their first 5 games, one had 18 tackles, 11 solo, 2.5 sacks. We already know Hutch has 3 sacks, so Hutch is the other guy, and 14 tackles, 9 solo tackles, and 3 sacks. One is obviously Aiden Hutchinson, the other Kenny Willekes.
Is Kenny playing right now, or is that from last year?
It was from his first 5 games as a pro.
Okay.
Kenny Willekes was a 7th round pick number 225. And you're putting up the same kind of stats, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's just, you're the number. I just expect more from the number 2 overall pick. I'm praying to God that it works out.
You should.
And that he ends up being an all-pro. Like, they can't miss on that pick. They can't. And
they did.
I don't want to say that yet. I can't. You just heard me screaming for fucking 8 or 9 minutes there, just because I can't. It's so hard. And if they fuck that, if that pick's fucked up, Okuda's been better this year. But I mean, that's another pick that was wasted at the top end of the draft. Like,
he's got safety help over the top on every one of those.
He's been serviceable. Like, I know it was this bad pick going back, but we gotta have these guys play. They gotta eat minutes. They gotta be decent. Or it's just like, what are we doing?
Okuda's a horrible pick because you look at who the quarterbacks that were taken behind him: Tua and Justin Herbert. I mean, Tua can't stand up right now, but I'd take Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it's
just.
I can't.
You said it. It's SOL, man.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff, as well as he's played so far, I mean, yet Sunday was not a good outing.
No.
He had no time to throw. He was sacked twice, hit 6 times, but a couple of times where he's lacking is the athleticism. I mean, he got outside the pocket and scrambles, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna get 7, 8, 10 yards here. No, he's so fucking slow. Nope, 2-yard gain, run out of bounds. I mean, everybody just closed on him, and I'm like, you see guys like you mentioned him, Danny Dimes, out there outrunning defensive backs, outrunning linebackers. You ain't going to get that with Jared Goff. You're going to get an accurate short to medium passing game when he has time.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
No, I mean, and they go into the bye.
They got the bye week. Thank God.
And yeah, so we don't have to watch this garbage this weekend. But
at Dallas, that's a loss.
How do we? Yeah, like looking forward.
I don't care who plays quarterback for Dallas; they're going to beat us with that defense.
Yeah. Moving forward, they're fucked, man. Like
Miami at home. I'm sure Tua will be back in 3 weeks.
Cowboys defense, they're
they're going to beat the piss out of Goff.
Yeah, so they're going to be going in. They're going to get. Okay, let's quickly go through this. Cowboys probably an L in Dallas. I'm guessing. Miami Tua plays L. Packers
Pack at home.
L.
Then we go to Chicago.
If they don't win that game, If they don't win the Chicago game,
looking at 2-7 at best right now.
so we get to Thanksgiving, and the Bills walk in here, the wagon that the Bills are, and they drop a bomb on the Lions. How can the Lions look at the fans and roll out Dan Campbell the following week? You can't.
Trust the process.
You can't trust the process is sunk. And you go online and you see like articles where like earlier today, I don't know who wrote it. I saw it, and I think it was the Freep, and it was like the Lions season is slipping away. I'm like, slipping? I'm like, it's gone. It's slipped. It's done. Like, what are we doing? How? It's unbelievable.
Hey, one positive. We currently have the 3rd and the 13 picks in the draft, and that 13 pick might be getting better the way the Rams have been playing.
Oh, it's just been...
So, I mean, that right now we're in the quarterback sweepstakes at picking at 3.
Yeah, well, geez. I don't even want to think about like the draft yet. It sucks. So it's week 5. And we're already thinking about the draft.
It's SOL, baby. SOL, baby. That's what we do.
It's just so hard. I don't even know what to do. It's brutal. It's brutal. And
it's time for
you're frozen. I gotta call you back. I gotta call you back. You froze. You froze, my man. Oh, there you are. You're back. Woo!
Glitched.
You're alive. You glitched. You were frozen there for a few minutes. You were like Dan Campbell deciding not to kick a field goal.
Going on 4th down.
Yeah, froze. I can't.
I was just saying same old.
I fear the fact, like you said, we're gonna get to that Bills game on Thanksgiving and have 2 wins, and that's if they beat the Bears.
It's not a given. I mean, Bears
no, it's not.
Quality defense.
So
defense, and they'll make Justin Fields look better than every other defense in the NFL makes Justin Fields look. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's same old Lions. We're week 5 and apathy is set in.
Matt Rule just got the bucket kicked on him. Dan Campbell hasn't been much better. And do we just continue to?
But Dan Campbell works for the Fords, though.
Yeah. 4 wins.
They're going to give him every chance.
4.
And every opportunity.
4 wins. We get to Thanksgiving, and he still only has 4 wins. How? How do you continue? 3-13. It's just, it hasn't worked. And at some point, you just gotta.
It's not working.
It's not working. It hasn't worked. It's not working. I get it. Hard Knocks made everybody a Lion. How bad do those people feel who put money on the Lions because they watched Hard Knocks and thought, ooh?
I feel like a fucking idiot because I bought 2 more pieces of Lion gear last week.
I can't. I was excited and I thought the season wasn't going to be us talking at week 5 that we're looking forward to who they're going to pick in the draft. Like, I didn't think it would be week 5. I was hoping to be on that little playoff graphic come like late October. Like, oh, still in the hunt, and the Lions are down there at like 6-7 or something. Like, I just wanted to be one of those teams for once. Like, just not be the Lions.
Where they got me was last week. I mean, we said it, the offense. They got one side of the ball figured out. They go out and fucking throw a goose egg up there. I mean, not entirely off the offense's fault. They should have scored points. They should have kicked field goals.
No, they should.
That's what reasonable teams do.
I don't want to get fired up again, but what are you doing? You're the head coach. 32 of these jobs, and this guy has one of them, and he does things that I wouldn't even do playing Madden. And I'm serious. Like, I wouldn't do that shit in Madden. And this guy's out there doing it in the NFL. Getting paid to do it. Huge money. He's a fucking cheerleader collecting a bigger paycheck. That's all he is. He's a rah-rah. Everybody likes him. He does up-downs. Look at him. Crazy sayings. Smoking heaters. Drinking beer. Just, he's the man's man. I'm just so over all the bullshit. Just be a football coach. That's all I want. Fuck! tired of it. Do better. You're paid how much money, dude? Christ. Why bring in a kicker if you're not going to use them? I'm going back to it again. I don't understand. What was the point of that? They're going to do it again this week. Watch. Why? Who cares if you're just going to go for it on fourth down every time? Call Chip Kelly. He's probably got a whole bunch of... He's got like a whole booklet of fourth down plays you could borrow.
We got a bye week. Maybe Austin Seibert can get healthy and he can trust him then.
Yeah. Dan Campbell just wants to go. It's his thing now. It's like he has to do it. I got to go for it on fourth down because I'm Dan Campbell.
I'm aggressive.
Yeah. Well, you're aggressive.
We won't flinch.
Go back to being a
tight
end coach.
You know what his aggression's going to get him? Another year at the Detroit Lions.
He's going to end up getting 4 or 5 of that 6-year deal. You watch. The Lions are the Lions. That's what they fucking do.
Yep.
They'll win like 5 games next year, and they'll be like, well, look, he improved.
Well, they'll be, like we said, they'll be 2-7 at Thanksgiving, and then lose a couple more games.
That's what'll happen. Sheila will be out there, everybody will booing her ass. Pay Calvin, you fuckers. Pay Calvin, you fuckers.
They'll go 3-4. They'll go 3-4 to end the year, and then everybody will be like, well, they're turning it around. They're on the right track. Let's see what they can do in free agency and the draft.
I'm going to buy a Josh Allen jersey. Just because.
China.
Fuck, China shop. Get whatever new COVID's coming out. Christ, I'm so over it. Just be better. Be a better coach. Go read a book. How to be an NFL coach.
Coaching for dummies.
I'm sure the hoodies probably wrote 4. Go find one. At the end of the game, you should have been like, hey, can you give me some tips? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I'm waiting for the end of game rant where he says crazy shit. Can't live with him! Some bullshit like that. He's slapping himself in the face like John L. Like, I'm just waiting for it to happen. You know it's going to happen. There'll be some crazy meltdown moment, and that'll be the end of Dan Campbell. He's actually going to bite someone's kneecap.
No,
someone's gonna get knocked out of bounds, and Campbell's gonna step on the field and hit a guy on a fucking kick return. Football.
He's a Lions coach. Sheila, Rod Wood, Spielman, they all love him, man.
Yeah. Does Holmes love him though?
Does Holmes have a choice?
Well, he should.
He should, but
the guy making football decisions. It's just, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I don't want to be over it. I want this to work. I don't want to be looking at Thanksgiving with 2 wins or 3. Even 3 is not even that impressive. Like, woo! I expected 6 or 7 this year.
They might get there.
Yeah.
Like I said,
they're gonna play what the
Packers
on the last day, and they're gonna be resting everyone, and they're gonna get a cheap win to get to 5 or something. Like, fuck off! I don't count that shit. The Bears will be their season will be just as over as the Lions, and they'll play the Bears at home, and they'll beat them, and they'll beat the Packers the last 2 games. Watch, and then they'll get to 6 wins, and everyone will be like.
That's what I said. They'll go 3-4 to end the year, and everybody will be like,
"Oh, look at these games." The Jets. I mean, the Jets look good, so they'll beat the Jets. They're going to go to the New York Jets. Will probably beat them. Then Baker, who probably won't even be playing by then, the Panthers stink. So yeah, they're going to win those final 3 games. You watch. There'll be 3 wins, and they'll go to those final games and win 3, and end up with 6 wins. And I'm going to go, "Fuck you," because those 6 wins don't count. When you play teams that have already given up, or a team resting all its players, get the fuck out of here. I'm just tired of this shit.
You'll get the same thing, the same kind of drivel I was saying last year that I won't say this year is, well, they play hard.
They're hard every week. They try.
They didn't give up.
Getting better. They like them.
They finished the season.
The locker room.
They played hard.
The locker room's not giving up. You keep playing like this, the locker room's going to be giving up.
Win games.
That's it. It's done. Last year was to build.
Win games.
You build the atmosphere in your first year. I gave them that. I didn't like to because I liked ripping on him for being all stupid and saying dumb shit, wearing racing helmets to space helmets and NASA like he's going to the fucking moon. I let him get away with it for 1 year. Now it's about performance on the field, not in the locker room and selling shit. I'm done. You win. You play to win the game. That's it. Otherwise, you go down the same road where he's just Dan Campbell going for it on 4th and 9 when you can kick a field goal when you're only down 6. That's his taking the wind moment. Like, it's done. Like, kick the field goal. It's 6-3. You got Bailey Zappi. Even punting would have been a better decision.
Yeah, we've talked about it, man. The NFL is the one league where you can turn it around.
Worst to first every year.
Pretty quick.
Somebody does it. The Bengals.
But the Lions are always right there. Stuck in mediocrity.
And I'm not even asking for them to go worst to first. I'm just asking for them to go worst to slightly better.
Third.
But it's worst to fucking even worse. Fucking English. It's tough. Speaking. Christ.
Speaking.
I'm done.
Talking hard.
Hate it. Just do better. Bye week, thank God. Because it couldn't come at a better time. For all of us.
Hopefully they get some healthy bodies back, but...
Yeah. On that note, I don't have anything else with this. You got anything else for the Lions? Because I'm fed up. It was such a horrible, putrid waste of my day.
Since you're angry, let's talk about that roughing the passer in the Monday night game last night.
Or like the Tom Brady one. Like, I just...
Yeah.
The NFL just does NFL things.
Chris Jones literally forces a fumble, recovers it, and gets a roughing the passer call. All in the same play.
Yeah.
How?
The NFL does NFL things. And I think it goes back to the Tua thing. I think now they're just like, we can't have anybody getting killed. We got to get these guys to not kill the quarterback. Call everything.
Well, then let's just put flags on them.
Well, the NFL probably would want to put flags on the quarterback. Got to keep those guys upright. Yeah. And then you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire can't fucking score from the 1-yard line twice.
Here we go. Degenerate.
Anytime touchdown, dude gets stopped on the 1 twice. That's all I needed for a fucking sweet parlay. Just annoying. I had Travis Kelce, multiple TDs. And he got multiple TDs.
Doesn't he always?
Yeah, well, that's why I took it.
That's why I bet it.
TDs. And then Helaire just needed to score an anytime touchdown. The guy gets stopped twice on the 1-yard line. Fuck. And then they don't give it to him the next play, which that's the biggest fucking annoyance when you're gambling on it. Give him the ball. He earned it. He got you to the 1. Let him score.
Right, speaking of teams that went from shitty to decent this year, I mean, the New York Football Giants come out of nowhere and they're 4-1. Still third place in the East, but
oh, DH.
But I mean, they turned it around.
The Jets.
Quick,
Look at the Jets.
The first year coach.
The Jets.
First year
Decent.
coach. Salah, second year coach. I mean, it can be done.
Of course it can. All the other teams figure out ways to do it. The Lions are the only one. The Jags look decent. The Lions are the only one who consistently suck. Not just like, oh, well. No, they suck. They suck a lot. A lot of cock. I hate them. I'm so done with it. Fuck.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, because I'm going to watch again. I'm going to watch the Cowboys game and get angry again, and then it just comes to a point where I laugh and hope they lose and find different stupid ways to lose, and then that's what becomes the whole season. The whole season ends up revolving into me going, what stupid way can they lose this week, and I can get entertained out of it, because I'm not going to get entertained by them winning.
It evolves into that, and you start dreaming about draft picks.
Yeah, and that's it. Well, who can we get with number 1 or number 2?
Putting somebody on the other side of Hutch.
Yeah, we're going to start like our draft show. We'll start Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving.
It's going to be who the Lions taking in the draft at 2 or 1. The only bonus is the Rams are not playing very well, and we're going to get 2 good picks.
Yeah, right now it's 3-13.
So I'm thinking we get Will Anderson, and Sewell gets his brother. We get the linebacker.
I'm all about that.
Another defensive lineman who can actually get to the quarterback. Anyways, that's all I got on the Lions, NFL.
That's what Hutch needs, a Batman, so he can be Robin.
You got anything else in the NFL, Lions? No. All right. And on that note, well, you know.
One of those Astros. Send it to the internet.